Hey, it's Matt from Custom Car Grills with a mesh install for the newer M3 and M4 BMWs. The bumper needs to be removed from the car, and linked in the description is a video showing how to do that. The grille does not need to be removed from the bumper like shown here, it can stay attached. With these grills, the openings are just way too big, and you're going to want to get mesh in there before your radiators are damaged. These lower corner openings, I can fit my whole fist through there, which is crazy. Now, here's how we're going to fix this problem. We have a 1/4 inch size hexagon mesh set that is pre-cut and pre-bent specifically for the grill shown here, which I believe is for the G80, 82, and 83 models. The set that I'm using today doesn't have a cutout for a car equipped with the driver's side sensor in the bottom, but we plan to make a set for that as well. With the bent edge of the mesh facing the front of the grill, each of these pieces can be laid on the back of the grill openings. Each one can only fit one specific opening, and all 4 pieces are included in the set. To temporarily hold the mesh tight to the openings, grab some cable ties and foam. Use the foam to protect the finish of your grill, and use the ties to pull the mesh tight to the back of the grill. From behind the grill, feed the end of the tie through the mesh and loop it around a bar and then back through the mesh. Pull the tie tight, but don't over tighten it so much that you're distorting the mesh or pulling the mesh off the back of the grill. Also, this works well when you have the head of the tie resting on the back of the mesh. If you have a single bar design grill or no bars, such as in the lower area where there's a sensor sometimes equipped, then there is an alternative method that can be used. The other method, using wood dowels as an anchor, can be seen on the side piece section install at around the 4-minute 10-second timestamp mark. Once all of the pieces are tied on to your desired tension, use a pair of wire cutters to snip off the tail ends of the ties. Next up, let's take a look from the front and check out any gaps between the mesh and the grill frame. Everything looks good to me, so now let's choose an adhesive. I like to use the adhesive called automotive goop for these installs, but if you need something quicker to cure, then a 2-part epoxy like Plyo Grip is the way to go. Regardless of the adhesive you choose, apply it directly to the bent edge that's coming in contact with the back of the grill. Be sure not to spill any adhesive through the front, and work your way around the whole perimeter of each section. When using the goop, this takes a full 24 hours to cure, so plan your install accordingly. The Plyo Grip install cures in about 30 minutes, so if you're in a time crunch, maybe look into that product. Also, when it comes to the goop, to keep it from running down the grill, I highly recommend having a fan off to the side blowing on the area. The fan will help tremendously with goop installs. Next, I came back a full 24 hours later to cut the ties off with some wire cutters. It may sound silly, but during this step, try not to cut any of the mesh. Once the ties are cut and removed, the install is now complete. Let's flip it around and see how it turned out. Oh wow, check out this mesh. This will definitely add a lot of protection. Only the smallest bits of debris will make it through to the radiators now. And just in case you're wondering, yes, we're still keeping great airflow, and this mesh isn't going to detract from the look of the car either. Overall, this is well worth the peace of mind for owners, and here's a picture of how this looks installed. Next up, if you want to do some matching pieces for the side area, let's dive into that now. Just like with the main center section, no need to remove these from the bumper, and we'll be meshing out both of the openings on each side. Also, like the center section, these mesh pieces are pre-cut and pre-formed to the shape and size of the back of the stock grills. With the bent edge facing the front, these go on the back like so. These mesh pieces need to be a very tight fit to the edge of the grill, and if any adjustments need to be made, that can usually be done by hand if needed. Let's get the ties and foam out again, and because there's no bars to tie to, let's make our own by using some wood dowels. Much of the work will be done from the front, and it starts by lining any finished surface with some foam. The foam will help protect from damage that might be caused from the wood rods or whatever item you're using for a brace to tie to. In this demo, I found that 2 rods was enough, and this X layout worked really well for me. Then, if we flip it around to the back side of this, we can feed the tail end of the ties through to the front. This can be much easier if you have another helping hand available the day that you plan for this install. Once the ties are through, loop them around the wood rod and then back through the mesh and tie them on securely. Don't over tighten anything in this step, we just want the mesh to be on the back with no gaps and not really much of anything else going on. Snip off the tail end of the ties and let's check everything out from the front. It all looks good, so let's get the goop out again and start bonding the mesh and the grill together. Having the mouth of the tube on the mesh where it's making contact on the grill works just fine. All this takes is just the firm squeeze of the tube to push out a nice layer of goop that covers the hexagons while also touching the grill. Don't spill any through the front though, that could end disastrously. Also, like with the center, if you need a quicker curing adhesive, I recommend Plyo Grip Plastic Repair number 3. And to ensure that the goop is not running down the sides and causing a big mess, I have a fan again blowing off to the side onto my work surface. Once this is cured for a day, come back and snip off the ties. It's important to note that on these sides there is an extra shroud that needs to be temporarily removed to gain access to this area, and there will be a video linked in the description for that. The install is now complete and we have the BMW fully meshed out now. Check out the pair of these grills, they look so sick now. When you pair these up with the main center section, the look is complete. What a huge difference these are going to make in protecting the front end. It's hard to believe that the vehicle shipped with nothing on these grills, but we got you covered. Well, that's all I got for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you can give me a like, that would be much appreciated. If you're able to subscribe, that would help me out a lot, and thanks for watching.